How you doing, guys? YouTubers are nothing to envy, and here's why. A good majority of YouTubers that you see posting content, reaching out to audience, and vlogging, mainly vlogging. It's either limited to music, vlogging, and/or some sort of regurgitation of headlines that we already see. Okay, and the reason why most of these people are, dare I say it again, nothing to envy, is because, generally speaking, most YouTubers are pretty sociopathic. Sociopathic, self-centered, and very narcissistic. I mean, you have to be pretty narcissistic in order to sit here in front of a camera like I'm doing and talking to yourself. Okay, whether you're engaged in this talking head format, and or just kind of walking around outdoors filming yourself, talking to yourself. Okay, you literally have to be that way, kind of like in your own little space or bubble, to even respond that way. Being someone who was engaged in the entertainment industry for quite some time, at least 13 years, I'm literally seeing actual parallels between YouTubers and, I guess, what we would call conventional celebrities. And what I saw in comparison, especially when I got around celebrities were very guarded, and rightfully so. I mean, you were literally, especially given in the nature of celebrity, you have a lot of handlers, you have a lot of people giving you direction, telling you or advising you how to formulate or direct your career, and you're really kind of conditioned not to really be yourself or open up, or really you essentially have trust issues. Okay, that's why you see a lot of celebrities kind of reducing themselves to everything from substance abuse, psychological abuse, and a lot of celebrities, as you can see, kind of come in and come out with almost a do or die sort of, how should I say it, capacity to want to stay always relevant. That's why you see a lot of YouTubers literally putting up content, whether or not it's valid or even essential, almost every 15 minutes or so. Their occupation becomes more involved with getting the algorithms up. You hear that talk a lot, like this video, comment, subscribe, or whatever, and stuff like that, because basically YouTube has kind of throttled the playground, if you will, of content creators. A lot of these content creators, YouTubers, are put under a lot of immense pressure to deliver not just, I guess, essentially fact-finding content, but just to put out information simply because they got to get, they're trying to reach this so-called apex of likes and whatever. And again, hence the parallel between, celebrities and these YouTubers. Okay, you notice that a lot of YouTubers, okay, don't be fooled. A lot of these YouTubers don't really have a lot of free time. Most of their interpersonal relationships are probably terrible, because again, everybody is sort of, at least in their mindset, nothing more than a digit or something to kind of compound their sense of worth, and that could be a slippery slope. And you'll see, as a result, YouTubers either varying from their content. Like, for instance, you'll see a YouTuber who literally gathers his following set up essentially as, like, say, for instance, a travel channel. And then the next thing you know, they'll start making content on bodybuilding. Okay, if you want to alienate your YouTube audience and or following, all right, give the audience exactly what they want. Well, strike that. Again, let me rephrase that or correct that. If you, one way to alienate your YouTube subscriber base, okay, is especially if you come in with certain content that is pointedly driven, like say for instance a travel channel. You want to alienate your audience quickly, okay? Start doing something that's completely polar opposite of that, okay? Because that tells the subscriber, because again, let me make it very clear to a lot of you YouTubers, okay? Your subscribers don't necessarily owe you a living, and they don't owe you fame or whatever it is you might, your intentions might be at the given time. Realize that there is a plethora of content creators by the millions, okay? Much like there are celebrities by the millions who either have better production values, can get to the point, are not consumed by mid-rolls and ad pods in almost every 3 seconds of the video and everything. Your audience can go somewhere else, okay? Another way is, if you want to alienate your audience, disable the contents, okay? Leave no room for either a difference of view or opinion, or at least dialogue in which your audience can kind of engage with each other, okay? You want to kill a YouTube channel quicker or faster? Do that. But I'm seeing an alarming trend with YouTubers in this resort that they're more consumed, not necessarily with the nature and the usefulness of the content, but more or less the schematics, the numbers, okay? This is not a numbers game, okay? YouTube might, unfortunately, given that they are ad revenue financed, okay, or at least that's their mark or their drive, or what is now motivating their platform, okay? That doesn't necessarily have to be your motive, okay? Again, you see a lot of channels out here where they are shot, the horizontally or whatever, they don't turn their camera or whatever and stuff like that. And I feel that doesn't really it really doesn't make a difference at the end of the day. If your content is worth its weight in gold, okay, whether you shoot it on a flip phone or you have high production value and you send it to an editor and you put music into it in linear time, much like a legacy or an actual studio production or whatever, doesn't matter. Content is queen. Quality is king, for sure. A lot of YouTubers also seem to not really engage their audience very well, and I mean through the comments, okay? You'll see, people literally offering, kind of like their experience or their knowledge or skill set or whatever, and you'll get like these 1 or 2 letter answers or whatever and stuff like that. And quite honestly, I think that's really a half-assed way to really engage your audience, okay? And I know it's just numbers to you, and that's unfortunate. But again, nothing kills a channel than knowing that you're not genuine, disingenuous. That's but and I get it. I mean, devil's advocate wise, or at least to YouTubers' credit, I know that there is a sort of a arduous task in being able to keep focused, stay centered, and produce content that engages your audience, because you want to keep it fresh, because again, you're not the only game in town. But realize that you need to really engage your audience. You really need to stop playing the numbers game, because if you've got it, so to speak, you have it. I'll repeat it again one more time. If you have it, okay, people will come. People will be loyal to you. And you know, monetarily wise, that'll come anyway. Okay? Just a thought. Right now, me, I'm not much of a YouTuber. I mean, I've posted a couple of, a couple of little 20-second videos or whatever, my stab at humor and even some music or whatnot. And I'm not really concerned with the numbers. I mean, if one person, 2 people, 3 people, 20 people, saw my content or whatever I posted up. And by the way, bear in mind, I've done interviews, full-on interviews, on YouTube with other YouTubers, by the way. Okay, that was in the thousands or whatever. But my point being, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 or 30 people, okay, those people are probably or should be the only people that matter. Quite honestly, when you're playing that damn numbers game, pardon my French, you've already lost. Because here's what seems to happen when I see YouTubers' channels growing immensely and stuff like that. They start getting this idea that, I could literally, I could literally just, talk crap and, and people will just buy it or whatever. No. I mean, people will definitely, watch it or whatever, but eventually they'll move on. They'll move on to someone who is more genuine, someone who is responsive to their content, sees high favor into, really reaching out and really trying to make a difference and really trying to help one another, okay? Because essentially most YouTubers are just vloggers, either just regurgitating something that they read on the headline. They're willing to do the research that a lot of us don't seem to have the time to do, which leads me to my other point, okay? If you've got time to sit through, for example, this 12-minute or more video or whatever and stuff like that, then you've got time to do a lot of the things that you should be doing, okay? And you know it. If you already realize in the back of your mind, hey, you know what? I should be doing something else. You're partly there, okay? That you already realize that there is something, there's something that needs to be corrected. Okay? I'm taping this video just short of a visit to Mexico. Not really going to reveal exactly where in Mexico I'm going. I might even tape or film, some highlights there or whatever. I'm actually going down there for a dentist appointment. I'm not going there to follow myself with a GoPro and go, hey, look at me, I'm in Mexico, look at me, I'm shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm simply going down there for an essential medical procedure and everything. And I may or may not record it. But that's something that I'm actually doing literally within hours. Okay? And again, I'm going to end this, but my advice to you is in the time that it takes you to absorb all these YouTubers literally being mouthpieces and being, preoccupied with like, get my likes up, get, subscribe, that's so annoying, by the way, okay? And you YouTubers can say what you want, but that's annoying. It sounds like, it's bad enough that we got mid-roll and ad pods literally in the middle of watching most of your videos or whatever, but then you have to constantly remind your audience who are probably already subscribed, okay, to subscribe again, like this video, comment it, so I can just basically give you a one-word response after you comment. Like, come on, guys, all right? Take a page out of the traditional entertainment industry, okay? And learn that your audience is your bread and butter, period, okay? And I know that some of you really do have resentment. Oh, I don't, they're just fans to me. They're just fans to me. People catch on to that really quickly. It's just like, whoa, well, you don't really care about me as, an individual that supports you and that's willing to support you, but, screw me or screw them or whatever and stuff like that. Nothing in the industry gets found out quickly than that. Okay, it's very disingenuous, and it's not a way to go. I mean, I'm sorry, but YouTube is not going to make you famous. Okay, let me ask you this in closing. Okay, now, who would say, for instance, a major corporation, if you are able to use your brand to branch out to these corporations, who are they going to go with? A traditional celebrity who literally will, I mean, if their agent goes along with it or whatever, will literally sell and promote whatever it is said product they want to promote, or someone who doesn't engage their audience that often, who is really, who really goes into this kind of like aura of self-importance, and or just looks at their fans as nothing more than numbers. Okay, and on top of that, doesn't necessarily play ball with that particular company. Because I hear all the time about YouTubers saying, well, these guys approached me and I just told them to go screw themselves and everything. Now, again, if you guys are really, really trying to get, accomplish the end game, so to speak, fame, fortune, by the way, YouTube is not where it's at. I'm sorry. They are throttling and making sure that a lot of you guys get demonetized, okay? Because they could literally go to Denzel Washington and have him set up a YouTube channel. He'll be a lot more easier to work with than you will. Because I hear you using, I'm not going to do that. I'm this and I'm independent. Okay, and YouTube is listening to that. It's like, okay, well, who's going to be easier to work with? Who's going to be easier to collaborate with? Okay, your difficult ass, pardon my French, or someone who's already had experience in the business and knows how commerce works and knows how to use their platform and their audience to, peddle their product. I'll wait. Okay. Well, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this 17-minute video, and wish me luck on my safe journey and voyage to Mexico. And hopefully, depending on, I guess, the response of this video or not, I might, as a matter of fact, who cares if I only get like a few views? I'll make another one and another video and another video, because you know what? It's not about the metrics. It really isn't. Okay. Take care, guys. Peace.